Salam, Queen Phoenix Ramadan L. Jackson back in the light of our Brazeera Cyber Network. Tonight's Libra full moon video conversation is regarding awakening the Holy Spirit. This video is in conjunction with the Pisces new moon video conversation with regards to archetype heart energy, wherein we discussed the inherent programming in the heart, which in turn represents our true nature, the true nature of our spirit. We discussed the fact that the heart has natal recall because the heart recorded the energy vibrations of the body's entire creation. We discussed the inherent gifts and talents that are programmed in the heart, in the spirit. That is why it is imperative that one not allow themselves to become desensitized by the inhumanity and spiritual contamination in the corporate paradigm, which is designed to target one's sensitive heart by desensitizing them, okay, and thus destroying the heart by overriding its genuine nature, its genuine incline to love, okay? And is to love all things, right? All life is to love divinely. And through this divine love, man is to care for all life and sustain the planet. Yet, through constant warmongering, just the opposite is occurring. The natural environment and all the life it sustains is gravely under attack. Life and the planet is continuously threatened to extinction, all due to the lack of knowledge. As the proverb speaks, "In my people perish for a lack of knowledge," and the greatest disaster comes from the lack of knowing thyself, the inherent divine self as it relates to the Holy Spirit, and how to gain access to one's hidden goodies within their Holy Spirit. Again, and as stated, the manner in which the heart receives its intel is through vibrations. Thus, the manner in which to stir the heart is through vibrations, and the heart can activate the kundalini, okay, through these receiving these very strong vibrations. This through receiving knowledge, right? And also, like all things in life, all things have a companion, like yin and yang. It's the yin and yang of life. Now, if the heart is the female yin, the brain is the heart's companion, male companion. It is the yang, and like the male, or even the masculine sun, the brain yin. The duty of the brain, the duty of the yin, right? It has a duty in this symbiotic heart-brain relationship. Partnership. It is the brain's duty is to feed the sensitive heart powerful, strong vibrations in the format or in the form of knowledge. Okay? Well, it's to receive knowledge, and then from this knowledge, the vibrations are occur, and the heart receives the vibrations. Okay? So based upon the strength of the knowledge, will determine the strength of the vibrations, okay? The power of the vibrations. Okay, so the brain is to feed the heart vibration, knowledge, or strong vibrations through its knowledge, okay? The heart will interpret that, okay? These vibrations, it will feel the vibrations of the knowledge that's received, okay, from the brain waves. Okay, in the form, as I said, when the brain gains knowledge. Okay, now, and from that strong knowledge, it may be strong enough it should be strong enough to shock and raise the kundalini into erection, just as it does, okay, when the heart is pumping, okay, or when the heart is pumping strong. What does it do? Okay, it stirs the phallic, right? And that's where the root chakra is, right? That's the beginning, okay? The beginning chakra, okay? It stirs the phallic to erection, and it is also why all spiritualities have a reference to the phallic, such as the Egyptian obelisk called Cleopatra's Needle, right? Or the Washington Monument, or the obelisk in St. Peter's Kaaba or St. Peter's Square, making reference to Saturn. That's what the square does. It makes reference to Saturn, right? And that St. Peter's Square is at the Kaaba, right? Not the Kaaba, but at the Vatican, right? It's no more than a Kaaba. Okay, now, and just like Saturn, okay, it's set in a circle, okay, just like the Kaaba. Just like Saturn and its rings, okay, rotating around the planet, okay, rotating around the planet, okay. It's St. Peter's Square, the obelisk in St. Peter's Square also has a circle around it, okay, in which, okay, it represents the rings of Saturn, okay. Now, the female, okay, remember the sun represents the masculine, the sun represents the masculine, it would be the yang, the Saturn represents the female, it would be the yin, and the sun would represent the father, okay, Saturn would represent the mother, and the rings would represent all of the human family, the children, okay, rotating around the mother, okay, okay. So then that would represent balance in the universe, the male and the female, the yin and the yang, okay, okay. Now, so, and, okay. So, now, knowledge feeds the heart, okay, allowing the kundalini to activate and rise through the magnum opus. The magnum opus on the body is considered to be the 33rd vertebrae okay, up at the top of the spine, okay? And then it's supposed to enter the magnum opus. I forget what it's called back there at the back of the brain, but it's supposed to represent the magnum opus, okay? When the kundalini rises and goes through the magnum opus, okay, and the magnum opus would be considered the astral belt, okay? The elliptical, the astral belt, as the planets go on along the astral belt, the elliptical, okay? That would be the astral belt, okay, where all the zodiac signs and all that, the constellations, okay? Okay, and that would be considered the as it would go through the magnum opus, then the magnum opus would be also considered the cosmic egg, right? Okay. Okay, so it would be considered the cosmic egg, and the kundalini would rise and go through the 33rd vertebrae. That would go through Heaven's Gate, okay, and that would be, I forget what it's called back there. But anyway, it would go through the gate, then it would go through, it would enter the cosmic egg, the pineal gland, right? The kundalini would enter the pineal gland, and that would be, the pineal gland would be considered Saturn, okay, to awaken the crown, to activate the crown chakra, right? Okay. And then that will be that will be connect with the higher intelligence, right? The universal consciousness, or they would have the universal consciousness, the collective consciousness, but they would connect with the let's say the higher consciousness, okay, within the universe, okay. They will become part of the oneness, okay, reunite with the God consciousness, as one would say, okay. Okay, and I did that video to demonstrate how that energy rises from the sugar and the baking soda to create that snake, kind of snake effect. I demonstrated that I used that to demonstrate the rising of the Kundalini. That's why I did that. Okay, or the awakening or the rising of the Holy Spirit as it goes through the chakra system it goes through the chakra system to enter, let's say, the cosmic egg, enter and crack the cosmic egg, right? And then one will become one with the God consciousness, okay? They will ascend, okay? And become one with the God consciousness. Okay. Okay. So it rises through the magnum opus, the 7 chakras. Rises through the 7 chakras to enter the magnum the magnum opus, right, or the pineal gland. Okay, which would be the cosmic egg. Okay. And the 7 chakras, the 7 chakras represent 7 planets. The highest being Saturn. Okay, just like St. Peter's Square, just like the Kaaba. That's the highest consciousness, right? Okay, and the what is it? The Kundalini would be the Holy Spirit. The Kundalini would be the yeah, it's seen as a snake, but it's really vibration. It's not a vibration. Yeah, it's really energy. Okay, it's really energy. Okay, let me make sure. Right, yeah. So it's energy that's rising. Okay, through the that activates the chakras, which are like going through the universe and it's like traveling through the universe, okay? Ascending through the universe, okay? Starting from the moon, then going to Mercury, then Venus, then Mars, then Jupiter, and the heart is the sun, and then going to the highest Saturn, okay? Let me see. Moon, Mercury, Venus, the sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn being the highest, okay? And then they have ascended. When they get to Saturn, they get the halo, right? Okay, okay. So they will be traveling through the constellation, okay? Until they finally get and connect with Uranus, the highest consciousness, right? That will be the one way up there, right? Okay, but, okay. 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 Now, as I said, okay, yeah, until it completely ascends, right? Okay, and pierces the pineal gland, which would be the cosmic egg, and it opens that pineal gland. It cracks it open, just like a chick hatching from the egg, right? Once they hatch from the egg, once they crack the egg, okay, then they release themselves from the physical consciousness, from the corporate paradigm consciousness, right? And they have access to God consciousness, and that is the programming that is, that universal energy, okay? Well, all of it's universal, but they have, okay, let me see, okay, they open the pineal gland, open their universal egg, okay, that's the cosmic egg, and within, they're exposed to their inherent consciousness, right? That God consciousness, and then they have access to the gifts and talents that are programmed within that spirit, right? Because now they can understand it, they can comprehend it, right? Because they've connected with the oneness. That's what I'm talking about. That universal energy that's out there that is of the oneness, right? That can only be felt in the heart. Okay, they can only be deciphered by the heart, through the heart. And that is why people who go counter to the universal energy, they're not able to ascend, because they have not purified their heart enough to connect with the oneness, right? because they, and furthermore, their kundalini will not even rise high enough. It won't ascend high enough. Okay, if they stay within that lower vibration, they stay within that lower chakra. They can't ascend. Okay, and their energy is too weak to crack open the egg, because first of all they won't ascend, and so therefore they won't be able to crack open that cosmic egg. Okay, and gain access to the universal knowledge, right? And become aligned, as I said, with the oneness, or Allah. Thus is the return home. Okay, so that is the means by which one is to return home, and it's by connecting with the oneness. And once they crack open the egg, they are no longer bound or held bondage to commercial reality or the commercial paradigm. Okay, they escape the box, as if you will. Okay, their consciousness becomes greater than that consciousness that is within the box. Okay, or the commercial, as I said, commercial consciousness, commercial reality, commercial perspective, or the commercial paradigm. Okay, and they become born again, like a newborn baby, because their mind is renewed. Their spirit is renewed. Okay, and as I said, they become born again, and they have a collective consciousness, and a grave concern for all humanity. Okay, and the planet. This can only occur once one is able to crack open their universal egg. Okay, their crown chakra, and gain access to the gifts and talents stored in their own mind. Okay, and that's called, as I said, the pineal gland. Okay, that's why everybody is different, and everybody has to go within. Okay, explore themselves. Okay, don't try to be like everybody else. Be yourself, and that's what this age of Aquarius is supposed to be about. Being yourself, okay? Getting to know thyself, okay? And that's why so many people love Michael Jackson, and I do too, you know, because he fought to be himself. No matter how much they tried to ridicule him, no matter how much they tried to sue him, Jew him, or do him, okay? He remained himself, and it's not Jew him, it's Zionist him, okay? He was himself. Okay, and that's why so many, you know, billions of people love him, because he maintained his originality. He stuck to it. He fought for it, and he didn't care what nobody think. And he taught us to do that, to stay true to ourselves, believe in ourselves, stay strong. Okay, and that's the only way to live, and you know, and become. See the greatness within self. Okay, so once the gland or the egg is cracked open, one is free from bondage, from the cardinal mind and the ego, and are born again, as I said, in the conscious mind of the superego, whereby one becomes whole, a completely evolved mind, body, and soul. Okay, all bodies are no longer, okay, all bodies, meaning the emotional body, the psychological body, and the physical body, they're no longer fragmented like Humpty Dumpty when he fell from the wall, okay? And that's symbolic of falling from grace, falling from the wall, okay? And all the king's horses, through all their wars, cannot put mankind back together again. They can't put the heart back together again. Okay, they can't unite mind and body. How can they do that? Through war, you know, or starving other nations through famine, or what do they call that? What do they call that? Placing boycotts, embargoes, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, dropping bombs and drones and depleted uranium and all this kind of stuff. That ain't going to put Humpty together again. That's not going to put mankind together again. Okay? Okay. And it won't allow him to ascend or transcend this world. Each individual is responsible for their own heart, activating their own Kundalini or activating their own Holy Spirit. Okay? Everybody's responsible for becoming one with Allah themselves. Okay? Okay, one has to become one with his mental and his spiritual. His mental is his spiritual. That's the energy, okay? One has to become one with their mental, emotional, and physical body, okay? Has to become one. To unite with, that's what I said, okay? One has to unite with their mental or their mental body, to unite with their emotional body, which is the heart, and then with the physical body, that's the doing part, okay? Thinking, feeling, and doing. Okay, thus is the Trinity. That's the Trinity: mind, body, and soul. Okay, and becoming one. It has to become one. Okay, out of many come one. Okay, out of many bodies come one: the heart, the mind, and the body. Okay. Okay, the body has to unite. Once it's unite as one, the body. Okay, then the body can pursue, acting upon the gifts and talents that was discovered by the mind, okay, from the heart, okay, and do it passionately with the heart, right? Okay, so, okay, now, now, without uniting, right, mind, body, and heart, or mind, body, and soul, one can't enter the kingdom, right? Can't enter the kingdom. And the kingdom starts in the head, right? By entering the crown chakra, okay? That's where heaven begins. Okay, that's the starting gate. That's the gate to heaven. Okay, is in the head. Okay, from the heart to the head. Okay, when the chakra, right in the Kundalini with the heart, with the vibrations of strength of the heart. You can't do it with the mind. It has to be done with the heart, because the heart has the passion. In the heart is the passion. Okay, it has the passion to recreate another human being, right? Okay, it activates the phallic, right? It's strong enough to activate way down there. Okay. So it's strong enough to get you back into Jannah, to get you back in paradise. Okay, okay, and unite you with Allah. Okay, the Creator. Okay, let me see what I got here. Okay, and we can only do that by what? By not allowing the subordinate power of the almighty, of the not so mighty, not to be controlled by the corporate paradigm and its all subordinate almighty dollar, right? And by thinking it's absolute powerful, that's probably why the dollar is going to collapse, so that we can see that it does not have, it's not almighty. The dollar is not almighty, okay? Almighty power comes from Allah, the Creator, okay? And thus, as I said, that is why thus, what did I say? Okay. Oh, the almighty dollar, like the body man, is fragmented too, right? Fragmented by debt, right? Corporate, by the banking system, right? And what is fragmented banking? What do they call it? Fractional banking. Okay, in this fractional banking system, it's like Humpty Dumpty too. It's gonna collapse and fall off the wall, right? And fragment. Okay, it's fragmented by debt. and all the king's men, and all the king's horses, all the Zionist king's men, all the Zionist kings and all their horses will not be able to put the dollar back together again, right? Okay, because that's what they've been trying to do all along, right? It's having all these wars. That's why Iraq was attacked. That's why Afghanistan was attacked. That's why they want to attack Iran. That's why they want to attack Syria. That's why they had the revolution in Egypt. That's why they had mess with Gaddafi, kill Gaddafi, murder Gaddafi, assassin Gaddafi, and why they want to go in Syria. Okay, to try to protect that, so sustain their position with their their failing dollar that's not almighty, right? Okay, that fails to be almighty, okay, and they can't put it back together again. It's still falling, right? Okay, so all of Rothschild's men and he can use all his horses, but he can't put that dollar back together again. Alhamdulillah. Okay. We're going to have to develop another economy, right? And we can't do it with Hitler, Donald Hitler Trump, or Hitlery murderous Clinton. Okay, we can't do it with him either. Okay, because serial murderous Clinton. Okay, can't do it with him either. We have to do it with love. Okay, and anybody who goes against love goes against humanity, right? Because the Kundalini will not rise for it will not rise based upon man's inhumanity to man. Those are the lowest vibrations. It's going to stay in that vibration, right? And man will continue to fall and to what do they call it? He will continue to fall. And become a detriment to himself. Let's go to video 2. Assalamu alaikum.